This has been very, very steady like this all day, because right now we're talking about the middle of the day, and that's really the bellwether for turnout. If you expect heavy turnout early in the morning and then after work, but throughout the day to see lines, that tells you that we're having higher than usual turnout. And we had sort of thought that was going to happen anyway. You know, in a presidential cycle, we expect upwards of 70% or higher turnout of voter age eligible voters. No, that's not registered voters. That's because we have election day registration, so we have people here registering right now to participate in the process. We had thought we could knock on the door of 65%, and it looks like we're tracking along that line right now, maybe even a little bit heavier, which is not a bad problem to have. We actually, in preparation for heavy turnout, we printed about the rough equivalent of 100% of our active voters, so that we would have no issue around shortages of ballots. Typically when that happens, town clerks will then photocopy the ballots they have, so that no one doesn't get to vote. But we wanted to be one step ahead of that game, so we went ahead and printed some extra ballots. Well, first of all, people in Maine are civically engaged at a level unseen across the country. We have very patriotic people in Maine. They really care about this process and they want to participate in it. That aside, this is a very hotly contested election cycle where you have an open seat for governor, control of Congress may be in play, and people are paying attention to what's happening in the world unlike any other time in my memory, probably since the Vietnam War. So this is a time when people are looking to chart their own course for the future, and this is how you do it, turning out to vote. We've been saying that for years, and people have taken that to heart, and they're doing it. Well, in my stock and trade, a successful election is one that people have confidence in. To that degree, based on our experience with ranked choice voting in June, we have no concerns about how ranked choice voting is going to be used or what the impact's going to be. In our experience with ranked choice voting, I'm not sure it does what the proponents say it does. I mean, I think what we have seen is that people who tend to win these elections are often the ones who are leading in the first round. I mean, people tend to cluster their votes around philosophical similarities. It's very unusual to have someone say, vote for Batman as their first choice, and then the Joker as their second choice. They're going to probably put Robin as their second choice. And so along that spectrum, those votes feed each other, and then the top vote getters often are the ones that wind up winning the election. So. But the people that I've talked to who've used ranked choice voting who really knew nothing about it, they were not on either side of that discussion, tell me they really like it. They really like the idea that they don't have to vote for someone they're not really, really hot for so they don't elect someone they detest. And to that degree, I think ranked choice voting is successful. It allows people to vote in a way that's very comfortable for them. Our city clerks and town clerks around the state are doing a magnificent job. We have had a couple of bumps here and there. We always anticipate something going wrong. Power is going to go out somewhere. There have been a lot of lines, a lot of long lines, and people so far have seemed to be quite patient with it, and we ask them to maintain that. And I think our election wardens are doing a great job at maintaining calm in the polling place. Things seem to be working the way we want them to work.
Hey, Matt. Is General Courier taking the ballots once again?
Yeah.